Good morning, all the viewers, all the players present here, and my friends. The first match is being played between Mafsa Vintage and Panjim Rockers. Panjim Rockers are the debutants here who won the toss and elected to field. The first ball of the innings is a white ball. And it's a boundary. 4 रन के लिए.
Requesting an extra person of both the teams to please come here. Requesting an extra person of both the teams. Vintage, Mapsa Vintage and Panjim Rockers.
Score moves on to 6 runs. 2 extras and a boundary. Sheldon moves on to 4 runs.
That's a wonderful shot, just a flick of the wrist. No chance for the fielder in the square region, and ball races on for 4 runs. That's a wonderful time shot. So 2 boundaries here for Sheldon. Started well on a good note over here in this inaugural edition of the second All Goa Lawyers T20 Challenge.
2 boundaries consecutively of 2 deliveries. The third wide of the over, and they take an extra run also. Requesting the 12th man of Vintage, Mapsa.
So not a good start here as far as bowling is concerned. Mapsa Vintage has got a very good start. Panjim Rockers not getting the mark right. Bowling too many wide balls, too many byes, too many loose deliveries to start off with. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's a nice sound of the willow, short, wide, and Sheldon, the way he is batting at the moment. And these are easy pickings, easy balls for him. Score moves on to 17 now. Oh, this is in the air. This should be taken. And finally, this is what happens in cricket. Sometimes you get too many lost balls. Sometimes the ball pitches in the right area and the catch taken very well here by the fielder. First wicket down, Sheldon back in the pavilion.
After scoring consecutive 3 boundaries, Sheldon has been caught.
This is the sad part about cricket, because he was getting too many loose balls. He was maybe he must be thinking that the 50 is on the cards, too many loose balls. I will be getting few more loose deliveries, few more boundaries, and then suddenly the ball swings. He doesn't connect properly and a top edge and gives it to the mid wicket pigeon. So sad, in fact.
Very sad. We have always seen this in the international cricket also.
Absolutely right. When sometimes you feel that the batsman is doing very well.
Well played, Sheldon, though. It was pleasure watching you hitting 3 consecutive boundaries.
And Adit Naik at the non-striker's end, coming after the wicket lost of Sheldon, who looked very promising. This is once again in the air, but this time hit straight down the ground. It was uppish, but it was in the gap. So 2 runs taken from the bat of Sandeep. A very, very long over here to start the inaugural match from Bhupesh. So far 19 runs have come of this over and still a ball remaining. Finally, this will be another boundary just backward of point. It's raining boundaries at Arlem at the moment. 4 boundaries, and after completion of 1 over, the score is 23 for the loss of 1.
A very costly over. The very costly beginning over of our Panjim Rockets, though they were compensated by 1 wicket.
So Shankar coming into bowl the second over. Very slow this time, wide down the leg side. Aditya taking strike for the very first time after the loss of Sheldon's wicket. And he will be looking to up the ante as well if there are loose balls. Oh, that's a cracking shot. Very nicely played, in fact, and good fielding down the mid-on region. If this was not stopped, this could have been another boundary. Very well timed shot. Nice bat in his hands, Aditya Naik. And we'll look to get a few more runs. We'll like to stay on the wicket for quite a long time, as bowling doesn't look to be that effective one at the stage. Just second over in progress. Shankar coming into bowl, first time to Sandeep.
The first maiden delivery for Panjim Rockers.
And they should celebrate it.
Definitely. They should keep bowling in the same line and length.
This is once again in the air. This is slightly better line and better length here from Shankar, because in leather ball you don't require to have too much of pace or the variations. If you concentrate in the right areas, you can get dot balls.
I completely agree. He is keeping it on to the wickets, and that should be the strategy in the first 6 overs. They have to contain as much as they can.
This is very good line, very good length. That's the best part about leather ball cricket. If you see tennis and if you see leather ball, then you don't require to have too much of talent, too much of intelligence. If you have good brains, cricketing brains, you can still take the wickets. You can still bowl those dot balls. This once again struck nicely, and that's all very well timed.
It's a misfielding by Narayan, though he's a very good fielder.
But it's a very good shot. If you see the time, he struck nicely, and that's all very well timed. Ball was going straight down the boundary line with the pace of knots.
The moment it hit the middle of the bat, it's a boundary.
And if you got why, it is not easy to field with the leather ball if you are not used to it.
Absolutely, you're right. And this is a debutant team, but they have played a lot of cricket with the leather ball.
Oh,
Knocks him down. That is what I was saying. Wicket to wicket bowling in the power play, and then you get.
Don't mind giving runs if you are getting wicket every over. So second wicket down, Sandeep.
Knocks him down.
And they are jubilant, ecstatic. Why not? They are giving away boundaries, but in return they are picking away wickets as well.
True. And if you see the line, the length, I think this is a slower ball. He cut the pace, and that's why the Sandeep was a little bit bitten up. As I said, it is cricket. We see sometimes Australia scoring huge runs, then giving up their wickets, just like India.
And even when you play against a Zimbabwe or a slightly less side, you feel that it's a weak side. You try to go after them, and you sometimes lose 4 or 5 wickets.
Absolutely, that's the point. I'm sure Panjim Rockers must have done their homework. They have played against Mapsa a number of times, and I've been told last time they played, Mapsa Vintage scored about 200 plus runs against them. So they have. I'm sure they must have done a lot of homework.
If they are not done also, then it's time to do it now on the field.
Absolutely true. They were here on the field at 8:30. Can you believe?
That's a very good sign. That's a positive sign for any team.
That shows the love for cricket and the enthusiasm and their keenness to play cricket.
Just like how you are organizing the second edition, because you have the passion in you. Without passion, such tournaments cannot be organized.
Thank you so much. We shall have many more and on a greater level.
This time making a slight comeback here, the bowling side. Panjim Rockers, since they have got 2 wickets, Adit has to see that he bats through, because sometimes when you are getting loose deliveries, you feel like going after the bowling and you end up losing wicket, just like how Sandeep and Sheldon has done. This time once again nicely played. He will look to go for the second run. He's quick runner between the wickets, and both these batsmen are quite young. They have got quick legs and will try to look to take those and convert the singles into doubles, doubles into 3 runs, and that's a good sign. Score moves on to 33 now. That's a good drive, but not much power behind it. And dot ball. Big appeal, but umpire not interested. Ajit Shirorkar. Off the bat, that's the reason why umpire was not interested. Sagar Parab. facing for the first time against Bhupesh. First ball of his innings. I think he's getting an outswing there, because sometimes a gentle outswing, and this is the dark side shadow area for a right hander. When the ball pitches slightly down on the leg side, ball tries to swing away from the right hander, and it's not going to be easy. You have to adjust to the pace of the bowler as well. This time he waited, but now I feel Panjim are making a good comeback here with their fielding efforts. Fielding is very important, and what a good over this has been from Bhupesh. Right on the mark, the button. He forgot in his mind the first over, although he got a wicket. This is good comeback definitely from him after completion of 3. 34 for the loss of 2.
ऐसे और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे और भी वीडियोस के लिए
This time wide down the leg side, and with that wide, score moves on to 36 now. And this time straight to the point region, no chance of a single there. And the way the comeback has been done here by the bowling side, it's good to see, because you require to be competitive enough in this game. I can understand it's a strong side, strong batting unit of Mapsa, but even timid teams have beaten the strong teams. Australia has been beaten by Bangladesh as well. Australia has been beaten by other teams. India also beaten by mediocre teams in their past, by Kenya and other teams. So you never know. You have to keep your field. You have to keep fighting it out in the middle. Field well, bowl in the right areas, and just avoid this. Avoid giving extras, avoid giving those wides, avoid giving those no balls, because these are easy pickings. Batsmen don't have to work hard for this, and you are getting extra balls to be bowled. So they have to be aware of the situation, and since they already picked up 2 wickets, try to put pressure on these new batsmen who are out there to bat. This time good ball here from Shankar. This is a very, very good field here at Arlem Cricket Ground. Once again, so one is bowling the outswinger, one is bowling the in-swingers, although they are of gentle pace. It's giving time for the batsman to adjust. If it was slightly quicker and ball coming in or going away from the right-hander, things would have been much better here for the bowling side. It just, once again, this is poor here from the bowling side. He's getting those in-swingers, but he's not getting and bowling in the right areas. And what he has to do is he has to concentrate it just wide, maybe around 5th or 6th stump, outside of stump. And that is where he has a chance of swinging the ball back in towards the right-hander and finding the gap between the bat and the pad. Back foot punch here from Adit, and only a single taken. Apart from those extras being given away, over I will say ended well here for Panjim Rockers side. After completion of 4 overs, the score is 42 for the loss of 2. Once again, that was lucky there. The batsman over there, Sagar Parab. Sorry, Adit. And this should have been taken. This could have been another wicket here. And lucky there to stay on the wicket, Adit. And he's upset with himself. You can see from the reactions, he's very much upset. There's a loss of concentration from the young batsman. This time nicely played. This time they get easy single. More often than not, once the calling is loud and clear, and if you don't hesitate and don't say yes, no, there is a slight miscommunication, then more often than not you will complete a single. That was a slight miscommunication, but Sagar followed it well and made it well in the crease. With that single, score moves on to 43. This is a wonderful shot. Back foot punch here from the batsman. He was waiting for that. And nicely timed in the extra cover region. So that's a welcome boundary to feel right here for Sagar. This is a wonderful shot. Back foot punch here from the batsman. 47. He was waiting for that. This is the third over for Bhupesh. And he's getting those outswingers. And that's the reason why he has kept himself to bowl. Oh, lucky that the bat came on time. This was on the wickets. Sometimes if there is not enough pace from the bowler, you have to force the action as a batsman. More often than not, if the pace is provided by the bowler, it is much easier for the batsman. If there is no swing. Oh, once again, you see the reaction from the bowler. He knows that he is coming close to getting another wicket. He must be saying, lucky the batsman, Sagar. The bat coming in time, in the nick of time. And saving some moments here. Once again, this is beautifully bowled. Absolutely no clue where the ball was heading. And he's getting good outswingers. He can bowl and concentrate in that areas. He can trouble the batsman. Maybe if not in this match, he can concentrate in the next match as well. So that's a good sign here for Bhupesh. And after completion of 5 overs, the score is 48 for the loss of 2. Oh, this is very well timed. Nice onto the front foot and ball racing for 4 runs. He came onto the pitch of the ball. He saw the swing and waited for that ball to come towards him and beautifully is very well timed. Played on the offside. Nice onto the front foot. That's and a nice drive to ball racing for 4 runs. Sagar. Score moves on to 52. And this is the last over of batting power play overs, 6th over. This time well left here by the batsman. He understood that it was going for wide, and why to fiddle with such balls when you are getting one more extra ball, one extra run already given. And that's the sad part about the bowling attack. They were doing good at getting the swing, but they are not bowling in the right areas, and that was a good ball. This is where they need to concentrate. If they concentrate in these areas, they will make the life of the batsman much difficult with the swing that they have. Don't mind, don't have that much of pace, but sometimes swing is enough to trouble the batsman. This is exactly what I was mentioning. If you concentrate in those areas, it will be very difficult for the batting side to score runs. If you bowl short, if you bowl wide, if you bowl too full, then this is the icing on the cake that the batsman always wait for that. Once again, if you see that the ball bounced from the good length area, leg by signal by umpire Nilesh Naik. 1 to the extras. Score so far is on 54. So this batting power play, I would certainly say, gone in favor of the batting side, Mapsa Vintage. This is he made the batsman to come on the front foot and drive, and that was not that drivable length. You need to have the foot to the pitch of the delivery, and a wide ball. This time down the leg side, flick of the wrist, and easy single here for Adit. So one on the offside and one on the leg side. This also makes life difficult for the captain as well. To set the field, to set the exact positions right here for the particular bowlers. This time, are they going for the second run? They are quick between the wickets and easily complete the second run without any trouble. And after completion of 6 overs, the score is 58 for the loss of 2. She'll be changing commentary over to Tushar Karmalkar. So Vishnu, after the power play overs, has come on to bowl from the far end, and Aditya will be the batsman who will be facing him. Good start here by Vishnu. Right in the mark, right in the areas, and now some respite here for the captain, and he can set the field outside. So one extra cover, one deep third man, fine leg. Long on, this is in the air, but it was in the gap as well. And single taken. So far, 5 fielders inside the inner ring and 4 outside. So long on has been kept. Deep fine leg, deep third man. Oh, that was catch. If the reflexes were good, then this could have been taken. But sometimes, because if you're not used to the fitness, if you're not regularly doing the nets and practices sessions, then it's not going to be easy in fielding. It looks easy from outside. There is a lot of hard work, effort that goes behind the scenes. We see the international players diving and taking the catches, but if you see the fitness levels, the hard work that they put behind, it looks easy, but mind you, it is not. This is once again right in the gap. This is beautiful shot. This is one of the best that we have seen so far in the morning from Sagar Parab. Everything so perfect. The drive, fit to the pitch of the ball and driving the ball gracefully over the wide long. Once again right in the gap. This is beautiful shot. This is one of the best that we have seen so far in the morning. Nothing that a bowler has done wrong over there. He's trying to make the batsman come on the front foot, and that's a nice sign, but batsman was up to the task. This time flicked and nicely fielded. That's what it was, a full toss ball. It was a freebie there from the bowler, and lucky that the bowler, you should consider, it went straight to the fielder. Oh, once again the ball keeping low, not providing the pace there, the bowler Vishnu. And another over comes to an end after over number 7. The score is 63 for the loss of 2. Pankaj Sodankar is welcome with a boundary from the bat of Aditya. Straight down the ground, straight like an arrow. He was waiting for the short ball, punched beautifully down the ground and getting his first boundary. Score moves on to 67. That's a good start in this over here for the batting side. Boundary in the first over is always good because if you can get 2 runs and singles of the remaining balls, then you can get easy 10 or 12 runs in this over. Pankaj will be bowling from round the wicket. Once again, this was short. Chance of a run out. And finally made it well in. He didn't time it well. It was short enough. Should have been pulled away, but not timing well. That pull shot. Sometimes bowling around the wicket, that ball goes away from the right hander. So makes it difficult. Is bowling from round the wicket. So that will be certain angle that he will be going away from the right hander. He needs to bowl in the right areas. If he bowls too wide, if he bowls down the leg side, it will be much easy for the batting side. This is beautifully bowled. He's having good nip of the surface. He's having good pace. That's why he's hurrying on to the batsman. But as a bowler, you are curtailing your options from bowling around the wicket. You are curtailing your options of getting LBW. And this was the second option that I was supposed to speak. More chances of a ball going down the leg side and bowling those extra and giving those extra runs wide. Signal. And you should try and bowl from over the wicket as well. Try to see what he is getting from the wicket as well. This time backward of point region, going down to deep third man, and they go for the second run quite easily. These two are very quick between the wickets. They saw the chance of going for the second, and easy second it was. Score moves on to 71. 8 runs have come of this over so far. Oh, that's a cracker of a delivery. That's a fantastic delivery to bowl. And this is exactly what I was mentioning. If he can bowl those balls continuously in those areas, bowl moving away from the right hander with the pace that he has, certainly can trouble the batsman. One more over comes to an end after over number 8. The score is 71 for the loss of 2. That was a short ball. He played it well, but played it straight to the fielder. It's a wonderful morning today as well. Nice breeze flowing on the ground. Slightly cooler here, not that hot these days in Goa. That's a good flick of the wrist and going straight to the fielder in the deep square leg region. And they go for the second run. That is what quick feet can do. Slight fumble there and off they go for the second run. So fielders need to be on the toes. These are quick runners between the wickets and you have to stop each and everything that comes on your way. And 2 easy runs here for Adit Vishnu. This time down the fine leg region once again, short flicking there on the leg side. He wanted to get it finer, much finer than what he got, but never mind. He takes a single. Both these batsmen are playing beautifully, indulging in a good partnership. That's a good sign for the batting side here. Mapsa Vintage. They've got a strong batting order deep down, and the batsmen coming later on can throw the bats. This is once again in the gap. That's the difference between both these batsmen. Oh, beautifully fielded. I thought that was going for 4 runs all the way and saved 2 runs for the side. The fielder finding the gaps often here. Sagar. That's a full shot. Once again, misfield. Once again, they go for the single. This is poor fielding here from most of the fielders of Mapsa Penjim Rockers. In fact, if you continuously do that, you will easily give away 40-50 extra runs by bowling extra balls, giving extra runs. This time, very well bowled, very well played, and straight to the fielder. Once again, a dot ball to finish the over number 9. Is 78 for the loss of 2. This time, nicely played in the extra cover region and not taking the second that time. And need to have a breather as well. You just can't run continuous 2 runs, and that will take a lot of fluid from the body. You need to replenish yourself once again when you are tired. Try to take some fluids, some glucose into your body. This is exactly what I was mentioning. He is getting the right angle, bowling around the wicket for a right hander with a bit of pace that he has. It is going away from the right hander, swinging away, and it is making life difficult for the batsman to adjust with that pace. But he needs to concentrate in this area quite often. More balls should be delivered in that channel. Once again, this is a very good ball. Absolutely no chance of a single there. This is exactly what I was mentioning. Dot balls on the batsman will pile on the pressure and they will make something and will try to make something which is not there. Once again, Adit is watching the ball more than trying to see what the partner is doing. It was the partner's call, and he was going in the dangerous end, and he was already crossed halfway mark. So far, this has been good over, and he needs to finish well. Bowling in the right areas, bowling on a tight leash. That's a good shot. Has he found a gap? Aditya Naik has found a gap and easily takes away 2 runs. This is exactly what I was mentioning. If you bowl slightly wide, then it is easy to cut away down backward of point region for those boundaries and 2 runs. Aditya takes 2. Score moves on to 82. We are closing into the halfway mark of the first innings. Oh, perfectly beaten. Beaten all ends up the batsman over there, and that's the halfway mark. Once again, a very good over here from Panjim Rockers side. They are getting their way back into this match through good bowling. And after completion of 10, the score is 82 for the loss of 2. So Shailesh coming into board from the far end. So far, 4 bowlers had been used. This is the 5th bowler after the halfway of the first innings. Very good partnership here so far from both these batsmen. And I feel this score could have been much less here. The fielding effort from the fielders was not up to the mark because maybe the fitness levels are not that high. That's a very good drive down the ground from Sagar. Halfway mark of the innings complete. And a change in bowling from the far end. It will be a change in commentary for a few overs. It's over to Tushar Karmarkar of Goa Livecast, the CEO.
Thank you, Harish. And a good start here from Shailesh. We have seen good fielding from him so far. So far, the best fielder from Penjim Rockers now with the ball in his hand. And that's a very poor delivery and no ball signal by umpire Ajit Shirodkar. Ajit Shirodkar and Nilesh Naik are the two umpires, both GCA recognized umpires, BCCI grade A umpires officiating this match, and a signal of a free hit from Ajit Shirodkar. So the first free hit of this tournament this season, and chance for Sagar. Sagar tries to heave it, only managed to get and a good running there. So 2 runs completed. So with that, the score moves to 87 for the loss of 2 wickets. Vintage Mapsa lost their 2 openers very cheaply after a good start. That's a very good delivery, and but the poor fielding there will give them a single, and they are going for the second run. So when there was no run available, they've conceded 2 runs. With that, the score moves to 89. Sheldon Lobo was first to go after he hit 3 boundaries and was trying to get a 4th one for him. That's Apish and slightly away from the fielders, going towards the boundary. Fielder is coming around and does some good footwork and saves 2 runs for his team. So good fielding in the end from the fielder on the boundary line there. So Sheldon Lobo was the first batsman to go. He scored 12 runs, 3 boundaries. Then Sandeep Dumelo lost his wicket for 11 runs. And thereafter consolidating partnership here from Adit Naik and Sagar Parab. So another over completed. The score is 91 after completion of 11 overs. So 9 more overs to go and plenty of batting in the dugout of Vintage Mapsa. So the message will be clear now to go after the bowling. And Sagar is also feeling a little tired there, so he will definitely change gears now. Players like Shailesh Redkar, Robin, then the hard hitter Gaja still in the dugout, waiting for their chance to chance their arms. So Pankaj Shankar to continue. On strike is Aditya Naik. So Pankaj is by far the best bowler so far. Oh, it's a peel, but pitched outside the leg side because he's bowling the around the wicket, and that angle will not give him any chance of getting a LBW wicket unless he gets some in swing pitches on the stump and then straightens up, which definitely didn't happen this time. This time, it's a wide delivery. Another extra been conceded. So, lot of extras conceded here from Penjim Rockers. Many loose field. A lot of freebies being given away for Vintage Mapsa. And they have to tighten up that department. Oh, this time a good delivery, managed to get outside edge, but again poor fielding there by Bhupesh. Only a single. A bag about 2 runs taken there. So 2 more runs to Adit Naik. A good bowling performance here, but the fielders are not supporting the bowler. Oh, this time a very good shot, but the fielder is there. 2 runs will be taken easily. And Sagar is struggling there with his running within the wicket. And later on he has to bowl. So 96 is the score now. Oh, this time a good delivery, but the wicket keeper misses a chance for an out. But by run signal there. A very good delivery, but the keeper failed to collect and by run conceded. So a lot of extra is being conceded here by Penjim Rockers, which will prove them very costly. Oh, this time a good shot, but fielder is coming around it. He will not get it, and another boundary there. A welcome boundary for Sagar. So the 100 up here for Vintage Mapsa in the 12th over. A good run rate being maintained here by the 2 batsmen after 2 quick wickets fell. Pankaj again. Oh, this time a nice delivery and very well played for a single. Sagar is tired, so he's not trying for the second run. So with that, 12 overs are completed. The score is 102. 102 for 2. So Bhupesh being brought back into the attack. So Bhupesh has realized that he needs wickets here because the partnership is growing. He bring back himself. And it's a unique kind of a shot from Sagar, and very good fielding in the end on the boundary line. Just 2 runs there. So Sagar now moves to 38. The total moves to 104. So good opportunity for Sagar to have the first 50 of this tournament. Oh, this time a very good shot, but the fielder is there and good fielding there. So only a single. Meanwhile, Adit Naik is batting on 26. So he's on strike now. So good partnership from Aditya and Sagar. Now they need to change the gears. Oh, this time a good shot, but fielder is placed exactly for that shot. Only for a single. So Bhupesh again. Oh, nice delivery this time and very good fielding from. He's using his football skills very well. So good over so far from Bhupesh. Oh, wonderful delivery. Sagar is trying to go for the big shots. Oh, this time a very good shot. This should be a boundary. No, the fielder is very quick. Very good fielding there. Just 2 runs. And with that, 13 overs are completed. The score is 108. Only 6 runs came from that last over from Bhupesh. A very good over from Bhupesh. Pankaj to continue. This is the last over of the cell. Oh, that was down the leg side, and Adit is not happy because there was a opportunity to get a boundary. There was a huge gap there, and he just had to get some bat to it, but he fails. But anyways, he gets a wide. Again, this time he doesn't even try to get anything on the ball because that was very wide outside leg stump. So 2 consecutive wide deliveries here from Pankaj. Maybe he's tired because he's continuously bowling his 4th over. Now changes his end. Oh, this time a cracking shot, but very good fielding there from Narayan. Only for a single. Sudesh, in fact, very good fielding. Oh, nice delivery into the block hole. So good bowling here by Pankaj, and the captain realizes that he's the best bowler so far on display, and he's continuing with him. Oh, this time a short delivery and a dot delivery. So very good bowling here, and Sagar is short of energy. He's getting his bat very late. His hands are tired. maybe playing after a long time. This time he plays softly for a single. And he wants some fluid in his body. But the umpire tells him wait for the over to complete. Again, a very good over from Pankaj so far. This time it was a pitch but into the gap, only for a single. So with that single, the score moves to 113. Again a good delivery. Another dot delivery to end the over. So after completion of 14 over, the score is 113 for the loss of 2 wickets. Sagar is batting on 40. And Aditya on 29. So Pankaj has completed his quota of 4 overs. 4 overs, his bowling figures are 4 overs, no maidens, 27 runs, no wickets. Very good spell, although he didn't get any wicket. But Vishnu is the new bowler. And that's a cracking shot. That should be a boundary. So Aditya with that boundary moves to 33. And the score moves to 117. So the message is loud and clear for the two batsmen just to go after the bowlers now. Just under 6 overs are remaining, and hard hitters are still in the dugout waiting for their opportunity. This time a no ball signaled. No ball signal and a free hit has been also signaled. I think only 3 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. That's a huge hit, but the fielder is coming around it and fields it very well. 2 runs added to this total. With those 2 runs, the score moves to 121. This time a good shot, but the fielder is getting under it and he does well. Very good fielding there by Shailesh Thanekar. He is by far the best fielder for Panjim Rockers. He must have saved at least 8 to 10 runs for his team. Oh, this time it's up in the air, but will be well short of the fielder, and they're going for the second run. The fielder was very slow. He was waiting for the ball rather than going towards the ball, and that gave chance to the batsman to complete 2 runs very easily. That score moves to 125. Oh, this time a cracking shot. It's going. Oh, waiting for the umpire signal. That's a sixer. That's the first sixer of this second All Over Advocates cricket tournament organized by Lawyers Challengers, powered by Advocate Iftikhar Aga. So we had to wait for quite some time to get this first sixer. We saw a lot of boundaries. Finally, the first sixer has come from the bat of Adit. Oh, this time he wanted to go for a inside out shot over the covers region, but misses it, and that does another over completed. His score moves to 131 for the loss of 2 wickets. Now I'll request my 5 overs remaining to last 5 overs. You will have better commentary from our best commentator from Goa, Mr. Harish Kakodkar.
Adit playing on 45 not out, and Sagar playing on 40 not outs. That's a Sagar now. And it's clean bowled. So finally something to cheer here for the fielding side. Panjim Rockers. Third wicket down after a long time, and that's a great knock here from Sagar as well, and that's a wonderful partnership. I was just asking what was the partnership. This ball, scorer didn't tell me, and wicket lost. Commentators are always the curse in this game of cricket. But fielding side may be thinking not for us, maybe for the batting side. Very well played knock. They ran hard between the wickets, took those doubles, converted those singles into doubles, and got the boundaries at the right time. And new batsman out on the wicket, Shailesh. Shailesh, red card at the non-striker's end. Adit will be taking the Shailesh red card will be at the striker's end because he was clean bowled. And 131 is the score with 5 overs remaining, and lots of wickets in hand. Will certainly be a positive approach from all the batsmen who are coming at this stage. They will look to get those boundaries and convert those singles into doubles. Shailesh also has to understand that Aditya has played quite a long time now and will be tired. So calling has to be loud and clear for those doubles and 3 runs. Packed offside field here. 6 fielders on the offside, just 3 fielders on the leg side for Shailesh. Shailesh will be bowling to Shailesh. Oh, right in the block hole. The bat hitting the ground there rather than it was an outside edge. But very good here from Shailesh. He's bowling quick. He's bowling fuller. He's bowling according to the field. And congratulations to Aditya and Sagar. That was the first 100 runs partnership of this tournament of the second edition from Aditya Naik and Sagar. Although Sagar now back in the pavilion. Should be wide ball. That was a good ball, in fact, quick. But if we had concentrated more to wicket and just wide, just outside of stump, this could have troubled the batsman. .132 now the score. It should be wide on the outside of stump. One down the leg side, one outside offside. And this happens when you are not used to bowling regularly. And also making life difficult of the captain to set the field. Leg side is wide open. You just cannot bowl down the leg side. That's exactly what I was mentioning, and trying to go for the second run. Aditya saying no. Aditya saying I am better off. I am striking the ball beautifully. I am feeling right, and it is better here that Aditya comes on strike. He's playing on 45, trying to get his 50 of the second edition of Lawyers Challengers Cup. That's a good shot on the leg side. You can certainly get 2 runs now. There is a wide gap on the mid-wicket region. The man fielding, patrolling in the square leg region here to move almost 15 meters. So 2 runs for Adi. He moves on to 47, inching closer towards his 50. And that will be a 50 to remember if he gets it, because that will be the first man in the second edition to get a 50. This time on the leg side. This time once again chances of getting 2 runs. Very nicely flicked away on the leg side and easy 2 runs. So one shot of his 50, Adit. We used to play regular cricket among ourselves at the ground. My partner always. And we always play in the opposite team. But I am happy for him to get a 50. One shot. Very nicely played and easy as he gets a 50. Never run of a misfield. Adit knows it, and that's it. He gets the first 50 of the tournament from this Lawyers Challengers, applauded by everyone on the ground, especially his teammates. That finished with over number 16. The score is 139 for the loss of 3. So now certainly Adit will look to go after the bowling and look to go hard. So Vishnu will continue from the far end. He's been given the ball by the captain. They have just used 5 bowlers that they had, and other bowlers have to finish the quota of 4 overs. That's a cracking shot. You should get a boundary there. Coming down the ground, trying to create a pace here from the bowlers who don't have that much of pace, finding the gap in the covers region. So that's a sign of what is supposed to come in next. Looks like the fielding side has to do a lot of running now to gather the ball. The way he's batting and striking very well here. Down the leg side, one extra ball. Missed an opportunity. But never mind, opportunities will come your way. Wide should be left alone because you are getting 1 extra run. You are getting 1 extra delivery. Looks tired now. The fielders. The score is certainly moving and inching closer towards that 181-90 mark. And he's out. He was trying to flick on the leg side. Tired looking shot here from Aditya. And played a very good knock, getting the first 50 of the tournament. Fourth wicket down here for Mapsa Vintage. Oh, and bias given here by the keeper. So Gaja, the new batsman, had taken strike. Now will be at the non-striker's hand with that bye. And Shailesh will look to up the ante here. Some fireworks has to be blasted here by the batsman. We have seen some classy knocks here from Sagar and Adit. Now it's the time of the batsmen, the hard hitters. Very good running by Shailesh. Very quick, a good loud calling here to Gaja. And not trying to give dot balls. That should be the right idea. The better batsman or the batsman who had set themselves to see the pace of the wicket has been moved back in the pavilion. Played a good knock. And now this should be once again a wide. This is poor bowling here. This is tired bowling. It is as if he wants to complete his spell somehow. And to finish this off. I don't want to take any more burden of the bowling. I just want to finish this off and clear it. Vishnu, and this time down the fine leg region, should get a boundary, and a boundary it is from the bat of Gaja. So something to cheer here for the batting as well. Boundary coming after Adit's dismissal. Score moves on to 151. So 150 up here for Mapsa Vintage side. Doing very well here for themselves. Trying to post somewhere close to 180 run mark. This is the 17th over. 3 more overs to go after this. Oh, that's a poor ball once again. Pankaj must be saying, please don't bowl here, because I have to do a lot of running. And that juicy full toss which has been missed here by Gaja. And over comes to an end. After 17, the score is 155 for the loss of 5. Sorry, 155 for the loss of 4. Shailesh, this is the 18th over. Shailesh to Shailesh. Once again, the battle rages on. Oh, that's a cracking delivery. Shailesh, I certainly say, has been one of the best bowlers. He can bowl at the pace if he can give some extra effort. He is bowling in the right areas, just like how Pankaj had bowled from round the wicket. That's a good shot. Forceful shot down the ground, going for the second run, Gaja. And a good throw there from the boundary line, but cannot step the second run. This is a big boundary. This is not a small boundary. It requires a lot of power in your arms and shoulders and a lot of practice to clear this boundary. That's once again clean bowl. This is exactly what I was mentioning. It is not easy for the batsmen who are coming in new. You have to see what the pitch is doing, what the surface has to offer for you, what the bowler is doing, whether the ball is keeping low or not. He was nowhere close to playing that full shot. So Shailesh Redkar back in the pavilion. 5th wicket down here for Mapsa Vintage. This time very well played, nicely played. Deft touch for a single. New batsman Dattaraj is given strike to Gaja, who has already hit a boundary. 158 the score for the loss of 5. So if you consider around 8 to 10 runs per over, this will be close to 180 runs mark. Trying to play the shot on the leg side. Very good over so far. This from Shailesh. Has got the wicket. Two wickets so far for Shailesh. Bowled a very good spell. That's a cracking shot. Wonderful sound at the below. This should be stopped. And ball wins the race. This should have been at least at the most 2 runs. And Gaja striking well and getting 2 runs for him. Score moves on to 162. 163 after the completion of 18 overs. 163 for the loss of 5. So new bowler has been tried in the 19th over. Trying for some lottery here, the captain of the fielding side. Or maybe the bowler is tired not to bowl the 4th over. Oh, wonderful. That's nice to see. A flighted delivery. And sometimes these are very difficult balls to put away if you don't get the right pace the ball is coming to you. Very nicely bowled once again. He is not providing any pace whatsoever to Gaja and to Dattaraj. So far so good from the bowler Kedar. So only one run so far from the first two balls from Kedar. Let's see whether he can bowl few more dot balls and few more good deliveries. We are into the penultimate over. That's a good shot in the extra cover this time, wide. Easily put away here by Dattaraj. This was asking to be hit. And Dattaraj says, thank you very much. Dattaraj will be saying, please bowl few more deliveries over there. I can get a few more boundaries under my belt. This time down the leg side, they will get one more for the bye. So 2 runs to the total. $170 now. The score moves on to. This time Gaja will be eyeing to hit on the leg side. He didn't get it right of the meat. Whether the ball winning the race. 2 runs easily taken. That's a big part of the boundary there. And certainly they are going for the 3rd run. Underarm throw. Saw there by both these batsmen. This is poor fielding here from Panjim Rockers side. They are giving away easy runs. This is once again played down the leg side. Score moves on to the way the fielders are fielding at this moment. It is like and it's clean bowled him. He was always looking like picking up wickets, and finally something to cheer here for Kedar. And he will be joyous. He will take that wicket, and that completes the over number 19. The score is 175 for the loss of 6 now. Oh, that's a good shot. Very good shot down the ground. No chance for anyone. Bisecting the long on and long off fielder to perfection. So that's a very good part of the ground to go for the boundary. Straight the ground is always safe option for the batsman. So Shailesh looking to finish off well over here, but Gaja striking boundary. Once again, this is very good piece of batting here from Gaja. Back-to-back boundaries. One over the bowler, one in the mid-wicket region. And back-to-back boundaries to take the score past 180 run mark. 183. This is a mammoth total here. Very good total posted here by Mapsa Vintage side. So where Gaja will be eyeing to get his boundary. Change of field, and that's nice to see. Shailesh is applying his mind. He's getting the deep third man back inside because he doesn't have that much of pace, so that Gaja can guide it down the third man region. Oh, very nicely played. Very nicely fielded as well. Chance of a run out, and finally collected very late. Let's see whether he is out. Looks to be out. He is running back himself. So that's a good sportsman spirit here from Gaja, and he knows that he was out. It was never a second. So one more wicket lost in trying to score quick runs. Score is 184 for the loss of 7 now. 19 runs off just 9 balls. Very good cameo here from Gaja. So last 3 balls of the innings left. How much they will get? 184 already on the board. Will they get close to 190? 7 wickets already back in the pavilion. So Pankaj on strike. That's a good shot down the ground. There was no second run there. That is very good fielding from Pankaj at a long off region. So with that single score moves on to 185. 2 balls left. Looking for a boundary here. The batting side, Mapsa Vintage. Once again, forceful shot, but no timing behind it. Once again, another single going for the second run, an easy run out. Needless, absolutely needless run out from both these batsmen. And 8th wicket down here at the score of 186. So Robin, the new batsman, will be at the non-strikers, and last ball to be bowled here by Shailesh. Should be going for a boundary. Ball winning the race, and ball wins the race. So that's a very good end here to the innings. What has been started by the batsman of Mapsa Vintage after completion of 20 overs. The score is 190 for the loss of 8 wickets. So 191, a huge total posted. It will require some chasing from Penjim Rockers side. Till then, it's a time for a short break. Batsman, batsman, please come fast. So the batsmen are out in the middle. Pankaj and Mukesh. Pankaj left-hander, bowls right-hander. Done a good job as far as bowling, and now he has to face the music from these bowlers of Vintage Mapsa. Vilas Goltekar to start the proceeding. Just wide down the leg side. Slow start here. Trying to bowl well within himself. It's a very huge total posted by the batting side. 191 required. So requires a lot of batting to get this total. Once again wide down the leg side, but keeping has been good so far from the first two balls we can see, and that is where Panjim Rockers missed and gave away a lot of buys in return. Not a great start from the bowling side. Vilas trying, and I think it was a right hander. The things would have been better. These balls would have been good balls. Sometimes the left and right hand combination trying to score a single. There was absolutely no run there. Straight to the fielder. So far, no runs off the bat. Correcting his line to the left hander. Bowling just wide. One slip, two slips in place. In fact, one at point, one at short covers. Mid off, mid on. Short square leg. So the full toss ball played down the ground, and easy single as it gets. And Mukesh should be on strike. So Vilas, a change of field. This is what happens for a left and right hand combination. If the field moves, it takes time. And it's clean bowled him. Absolutely not required, Mukesh. That was the very first ball that you are facing. You need to see what the bowler has to offer. Just cannot come and bowl and play those rank shots right from the word go. So first wicket down at the score of Three for the loss of 1. Mukesh out. Golden duck for him. This time it's wide outside off stump. Once again another wide. This time once again big appeal, but I think it's brushing the pads. So one outside off stump, one down the leg side. Not good line here from Vilas, although he got a wicket that he bowled wicket to wicket. Mukesh gave away his wicket, in fact, to Vilas. Very watchful, the batsman. Kedar coming in to give company to Pankaj. So they have decided the left and right hand combination will continue in this match. This time, once again, it will look to be on the pairs. We have to wait for the umpire's decision whether it's leg by or off the bat. So it's off the bat. That completes the over number 1. Wicket here in the very first over for Mapsa Vintage. Score is 5 for the loss of 1. So Dattaraj is the bowler. Bowling from the far end, starts off with the wide. Score moves on to 7 with another single being added because of leg buys. Sorry, buys. 7 for the loss of 1. Start from the bowlers of Vintage Mapsa has also not been up to the mark. They're giving too many wides away, bowling on both sides of the wicket. Too many wides outside off stump. Also down the leg side. That's a good line. That's a good length here to bowl to the left hander because he has got slip. He has to see that he makes use of those fielders. It is not second, it is mostly, I feel, first and fourth slip rather than second and third. Second slip is behind. So first and third slip being put here by the captain of the fielding side for the left-hander. So very nicely played here. Watchfully played down the leg side. Just because 191 on the board, you just cannot go after the bowling right from the start. You require to see what the wicket as the surface has to offer. The ball is keeping low or not. And then you can go after looking at and having a look at the bowlers. Oh, that's spacey here from the Taraj, but once again wayward, way outside of stump. Pace is good, but pace without a proper direction is like a housewife without cooking abilities. This time right on the mark. Adit liked that comment very much. And he should understand also he's searching for a life partner now, trying to get married, coming into his age. Now trying to get set and very well set in the very first match itself with the 50 in the inaugural match. Oh, that's a cracker of a delivery. This is the perfect ball to be bowling. Just bowling and making the batsman to come onto the front foot. Ball moving away from the right-hander, slips in place. This time down the leg side, asking and pleading the umpire not to give that wide, but Ajit Shirorkar has played a lot of cricket himself. He knows this is usually stuff here from the bowlers trying to avoid the wide run. Is getting the pace. He has got that much of pace. He has been backed here by the captain of the fielding side. Sandeep has put a slip place for him. One in the short covers, one at point, one patrolling the short extra cover region. So the fielding is said by Sandeep Dimelo to get the wickets. He just needs to concentrate in the right areas. Big appeal, but off the bat, says umpire. So good, I will say, good comeback here from the Taraj with his bowling mark. Apart from those wides on the offside and also on the leg side after completion of 2, it's 11 for 1. This time, better line, better length, making the ball go away from the left-hander. So far, a steady start. Although they have lost a wicket in the form of Mukesh. 191 is going to be a huge total to chase. Requires some batting skills to bat out of the skins, at least 2 or 3 batsmen. That's in the air. Not very well timed shot, the pull shot over there from Pankaj. He was very late from the ball from Vilas. And single. That will get Kedar on strike. Score moves on to 13. Nothing much to show and cheer here for the batting side as far as the boundaries and sixes are concerned. They are just doing it with those extras and single run. Once again down the leg side. This has been the story whole day long from all the bowlers. That's the reason why you are not playing continuous cricket, or maybe not into the groove, no fitness, and that shows on the ground. This time outside edge, and the ball take just a single. Score moves on to 16. This is the third over in progress. This time into point region, chance of a run out, and that was close. Very good piece of fielding at the point region, and a lucky escape there for the batsman. If it was in the hands of the keeper, this should have been curtains here for the batting side. The single score moves on to 17 now. This is the third over in progress. This is wide down the leg side. One move by. So many extras being given away. It's just because they have got too many runs on the board. They can play along with those wides and extras. If the titles go somewhere around 140, 150, this scenario certainly would have helped the cause of the betting side. This time big appeal. Umpire not interested at all. Going down the leg side, and that completes the over number 3. It's 18 for the loss of 1. So good start here in the second over for the Taraj. Oh, that was a catch. That was an outside edge. And keeper had to dive. He dived and ball jumped and popped out of his hands. It was also a second chance for the second slip there, but this is the better line, better length here shown from the Taraj. This is exactly what I was mentioning. There are slips in place. Keeper is there, so you have to just bowl in the right areas. Oh, this is poor here once again from Dattaraj. Pace wide outside of stump. The ball is moving away from the left-hander, and 5 runs to the total. So good comeback here. This is probably the right line, maybe just wide outside off stump with the slip in place, making the batsman to drive onto the front foot. Looks to be a much better option. It's not going to be easy for this batsman, just at too many extras given away right in the power play overs. A big appeal once again. I don't know for what. Was it for LBW or was it for caught behind? The way the ball was shaping in towards the left hander, it was going down the leg side. Got good pace there, but he's not getting the right directions where the ball is supposed to hit. Maybe he's getting too much of swing and not able to control. This is a left touch on the leg side. So single to finish over number 4. It's 23 for the loss of 1. 24 for the loss of 1. Vilas continuing his third over in the power play overs. It's a very good drive, but a very good fielding as well. The chance of a run out if he had collected and threw it much faster, but a single taken. Very good shot, I would say, from Pankaj. This is exactly what I was mentioning. If you wait on the wicket for some time, you'll tend to feel much better out in the wicket. You'll tend to feel much better timing, much better positions to play your shots. This is a very good flick. Very nice looking shot here from Kedar. That will give him a lot of confidence. Not an easy shot to play, mind you. It looks easy, the flick from just outside off stump or wicket to wicket, and you have to flick it away with that power of the wrist on the leg side. Looked very elegant, that shot. Once again, way too outside off stump. Score moving on to 29. One single already taken by Pankaj, then 2 runs. This time they take a single. Score moves on to 29. Steady start here. No boundaries for any of the batsmen. Mahesh came and just without troubling the scorers out on a golden duck. And Pankaj and Kedar are doing it in singles at this stage. This time, yes, no, and there was a chance of a run out, but Pankaj says no, will not take a risk. This time, not collected well by the keeper. Half stop. This is poor running between the wickets. This should have been easy 2 runs. Batsmen are not running quick at all. So poor running between the wickets in this over. After completion of 5, the score is 32 for the loss of 1. Once again, Nataraj will continue, and both these bowlers who have started opening spells will bowl in the power play overs. This is the 6th over. No efforts being made to chase down this total. They are just trying to settle on the wicket and trying to score runs for themselves. 191 is a huge total. Require some taking. This is quick. This is very quick, in fact. He was very late there. And this is a different aspect of leather ball cricket. Even if you have a lot of pace, sometimes you need to control that swing as well as a pace bowler. If you can't control that swing with that new ball, you're better off bowling with that old ball. Now, since the ball is slightly old, he's getting and bowling in the right areas, bowling wicket to wicket. That's the reason we see many of the international players as well. They don't take that new ball because it is not easy if you don't have the control over the swing of the ball. This time, wicket to wicket defended here by Pankaj. Bowling is also quite a decent one. They have got pace, they have got the variation, they have got the spinners in their ranks. Mapsa vintage. Good shot, no run whatsoever. Very good piece of throw and good backup. This is exactly that I was mentioning. Fielding can stop a lot of runs. What easy runs given away by the fielding unit of Penjim Rockers. Not a single being given away here by this side, although a slight fumbles here and there. But looks a very good outfit with the fielding and bowling unit. Single taken from Gaja's hand. And that will finish the over number 6. The power plays have come to an end. And the score is 34 for the loss of 1. Oh, this is poor here. 5 runs, easy runs. Just now I was mentioning the fielding unit has been good, and this is not what the captain and the bowler would have liked. No backing and a throw when it was not required at all. Totally haywire fielding. So 5 runs given away. Finally, a boundary of the bat. This time to Kedar. It is long time coming. Oh, once again. Are they going for the 2 runs? They are certainly going for the 2 runs now. This is Bice. So Bice given here by umpire Nilesh Naik. Keeper also not collecting the ball. This is slightly costly over here for the bowler and the fielding side. Score moves on to 41. We are into the 7th over. Flighty delivery here by Robin. Ramkrishna Shetty, but is popularly known as Robin. He will bowl to the left hander now, Pankaj. Wide down the leg side. That's because left-hander was playing. This is very difficult if you are not regularly bowling. This was certainly a good ball for the right-hander, not a good one for the left-hander. This time is plumb in front. Big appeal and given out. Second wicket down. Pankaj back in the pavilion. This was just outside off stump and hitting the wicket in line, and umpire says plumb in front. Second wicket down. Pankaj scored 7 runs. Team total is 43 now for the loss of 2, and new batsman arriving on the middle wicket is Shailesh. There are too many Shailesh playing in this tournament as well. Ruben as a spinner has got himself a good start by getting a wicket. And left-hander has gone down, so at least the fielding will be much quicker. The rotations will not be there as both the right-handers are playing. Things should be moved much faster. We are almost 1 o'clock now. We have to play one more match after this. Good drive in the extra cover region. Fielders way inside the ring. They understand that this is a big boundary, not easy to get the 6s and boundaries. So at least 5 or 10 meters inside the ring, the boundary line. Trying for the switch hit. Oh, chance of a run out. And that was not a great throw, I would say. It should have been much better there from the keeper. It was right in the Yorker length. It is difficult for anyone to collect there, and he has hurt himself, Ruben. But after completion of 7 overs, the score is 44 for the loss of 2. A wicket taking over for Ruben and Vintage Mapsa. This time backward. Oh, chance of a run out. What a pity that was. There was absolutely no calling whatsoever between both these batsmen. It was straight in the hands. No single there. And this is a simple wicket given away. Not required at this stage. They just lost a wicket in the last over. So third wicket down here at the score of 44. The new batsman, Shankar. Pankaj. One wicket in the form of run out already in this over. No calling whatsoever. 3 wickets down. Shankar, Newman out in the middle. Oh, very nicely bowled. Very good action. So far, so good from Pankaj. To play the spinners, you need to have a very good fit movement. Need to go on the front foot. You should be decisive in your footwork. If you are not decisive in your footwork, you will land in trouble. So exactly what I was mentioning. One more chance of a run out. Oh, if he had collected there, then it would have been curtains here for one more batsman. Just could not pick it up in the hands. Bowling very well here, Pankaj. This is India. This should be taken. And very good wicket here. He looked always picking up wickets. And one more wicket now. It's happening too fast here for the batting side. They are losing wickets quickly and in succession. Fourth wicket down. 45 for 4. .46 for the loss of 4, and Narayan Govekar is the new batsman who has come out to bat. Way to outside off stump, wide. Not moving the feet at all. Ramkrishna Shetty. Robin. Fifth wicket down. And things look like if the bowlers bowl well, then this match will get over much quicker. This is absolutely bad here from Robin. The batsmen are not having a clue of this spin attack, and he needs to bowl wicket to wicket, and there are chances that he can take more wickets along with Pankaj. Exactly what I was mentioning. You don't have to turn the ball too long. You just have to bowl wicket to wicket, just short of good length, and the pitch and the batsman will do the rest. There have been no clue whatsoever, not moving the feet at all, and that will make life much more difficult. Spin is not easy to play against. Spinners are very difficult in the game of cricket. Oh, this was outside edge. Sheldon. It required quick reflexes, likes of Kohli. And 2 runs taken by the batsman. Unlucky the bowler, I would say, from his point of view. Created a chance, gone begging. This time straight back to the field at the point region. Finally, a dot ball to complete the over number 8. The score is 49 for the loss of 5. So 50 up here for Penjim Rockers. That was very good ball. If you can bowl there consistently, then the captain can play a slip over here. The 10th over in progress. Once again, no foot movement whatsoever. And I feel a wicket is also on the way. The way the batsmen are responding to the spinners. And I will compliment the captain as well. He has placed the field inside, although the fielding restrictions are off. Trying to put the pressure on the batsman, not giving away any singles whatsoever. This is a flighted ball in the air and a shot of the fielder. So trying everything, Pankaj here, flighting the ball, trying to get a wicket, and that's the halfway mark of the second innings. Run chase comes to an end. It's 10 overs, 51 for the loss of 5. That was in the air, but it was away from the fielder Adit. Full toss ball to start off the spell here for Gaja. Fifth bowler being used here by the captain Sandeep Dimelo. Wide. Too many extras. If you are just asking and talking with the scorer regarding how many extras, he's just still counting. Once again, down the leg side. It's all well today because wickets have been lost and too many runs here to play with for the captain and the bowlers. This will not be the same scenario when you are playing against a good team. Big appeal and looks plumb. Looks plumb in front of the wicket. Easy decision for umpire Nilesh Naik. Gaja strikes in the very first over. 6th wicket down here for Panjim Rockers. They are losing the momentum and they are losing the wickets as well. Sudesh. Fielding is a very tight unit. Apart from few poor throws, slight fumbles and byes given away by the keeper. But they need to be playing much better cricket than this if they need to fare well in the tournament, playing the semi-finals and the finals if they go through. Maybe they have understood, they have not tried the good bowlers or some players have been given rest in this match. Shailesh and Mahesh sitting next to me. watching this match. Oh, that was close and he's out. Big appeal there from the bowler Gaja, and the moment it hit the pad, the umpire's hand was raised. So Pankaj and Robin not getting the wickets, but Gaja is doing well here for himself. This is the second wicket for Gaja, 7th wicket down. So this match looks to be getting over much quicker. 7 wickets down at this stage. 3 wickets remaining. This will be a huge marginal victory here for Vintage Mapsa side. Gaja looking and eyeing to get one more wicket. 2 wickets already in the kitty for him. Oh, that was close. He's bowling wicket to wicket. He's mixing it up well and getting 2 wickets in his very first over. So after completion of over number 11, the score is 56 for the loss of 7. .56 for the loss of 7. 3 wickets remaining. 11 overs have come to an end. This is 12th over bowled by Pankaj. This is in the air and over the fielder at mid-off region. Ball winning the race. Finally something to cheer here for the fielding side. A boundary after a long time. Very nicely bowled. Good piece of fielding. No chance of a single. Bhupesh wanted to take that single, but it was never a single there. Oh, this is very good bowling here from Pankaj. Is bowling perfectly how he has to bowl. Once again, a flighted ball. He reminds me of Harbhajan Singh with the way he's coming into his bowling stride. The actions look similar. That was a short ball. Stopped by Adit. It's a wide ball, so 2 runs. He was trying to bowl that quicker ball and missed the line trajectory altogether. This is exactly what happens. You are bowling in the good area. Suddenly you try to do something different. Maybe he's seeing he's eyeing to get a wicket. He saw Gaja getting wickets at the other end. So very nicely played, watchfully played by Bhupesh over here. Trying the leg spinner and a full toss ball. Straight in the hands. Going for the second run. Easy 2 runs. Bhupesh off the mark with 2. So that completes the over number 12. 64 for the loss of 7. So single taken in the covers region. Gaja already took 2 wickets. We like to get a few more wickets. Sometimes if you bowl well also you don't get wickets if it's not your day. And sometimes it just helps your partner. Gaja may be picking few more wickets. Pankaj trying his luck, not going in his favor at this stage. Oh, that was very nicely tossed up, making him to play across on the leg side. Gaja trying his stunts. Why this was required? Why this was required? Absolutely not. Gaja saying few more batsmen you can play reverse shots. I'll get few more wickets. Third wicket here for Gaja. 8 wicket down. It's all happening too easy at Arlem ground here for Vintage Mapsa side. So just 2 wickets remaining in this match to be taken by this fielding unit. Very convincing victory. It will be one-sided affair totally in this inaugural match. Oh, that was outside edge. Are they going for the second run? No, says the batsman. One is enough. Six, 66 is the score for the loss of 8. 191 is the target. There's no point in talking, and Gaja gets his 4th wicket. Gaja gets his 4th. Wow. Tushar is back in the pavilion in just 1 wicket remaining, and will he get 5 wicket haul? We have to see. Pankaj has bowled beautifully, but he's not getting the wickets, and Gaja finally getting the wickets. And that is all that is important for a bowler. 66 for the loss of 9, 1 wicket remaining. Oh, that's a good shot. Very good shot down the boundary line, the fine leg region. 4 runs. Something to cheer here for the batsman. Hardly any boundaries being hit from the bat. This might be the third or the fourth one. So Kalpesh has been tried here by the captain. Maybe they don't want Pankaj to take wicket and allow Gaja. Aditya has to run now wide down the leg side. So 2 runs taken. 72 the score moves on to. Straight to the man. Will Gaja get his 5th wicket? Or will Kalpesh can get a wicket for himself? Very nicely, watchfully played. Maybe the batsmen also want to give wicket to Gaja. You never know. They feel very happy to give wickets to Gaja. He already got 4. And just 1 wicket remaining for him to be the first man to get 5 wicket haul. Oh, that was close. That was close to hitting the stumps. Maybe wickets are also happy to be hit by Gaja's bowling. This time, very good shot. Chance of a run out and a slight fumble that will allow them for the single. Moves on to 73. 73 for 9. Just the formalities left of a few balls to be bowled. Let's see who gets the 5th wicket. Oh, that is a big appeal and umpire says not out. So now Gaja has the chance. And that's the 5th wicket. Congratulations, Gaja, for your 5th wicket. And what a bowling performance. All the bowlers have tried their heart out, but finally it was the Gaja's day today. He did well with the bat. Picked up 19 runs of just 9 balls and now picks up 5 wicket. And that's it all over in this first edition. Mammoth marginal victory here for Vintage Mapsa side. Penjim Rockers all out at the score of 74. And 116 runs is the marginal victory here for Vintage Mapsa side. Congratulations to Vintage Mapsa and good luck to in the next matches for Penjim Rockers. Iftikhar. शैलेश रेडकर मस्त बेगिंग जाऊंगा